Welcome back, guys, to Fog Wrestling. We are here to review some Monday. Monday, I tell you, it's an early morning. It's 6:15 here. Usually I'm staying up to this time, but this day I'm up at this time. It's not Monday, it's Friday. Well, technically it's actually, it's Friday Night Smackdown we're reviewing, but it's actually, it's Saturday. And yeah, and there's better things we're doing on your Saturday morning than talking about this, but it's currently, 5 degrees, 16 minutes past 6, but we've got Friday Night Smackdown. Are you ready? It's the 9th of May edition of this show. But without wasting any further time, let's get into Smackdown. Now, of course, it's actually really cold this morning, folks. See, yesterday, I know it's going to sound pathetic probably by some people watching this channel, because they're used to a wee bit more heat than this, but it was 19 degrees. You know what I mean? I'm walking about, barbecue, t-shirt, whatever. This morning it's like 3 degrees. Hat, jacket, talking about Smackdown. I mean, Smackdown probably makes it a good couple of degrees colder, but anyway, right, first match, Damian Priest and LA Knight, yeah, taking on Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa. Right, I'm not going to sit here and say I loved this match. I didn't, but something I liked is the fact that this didn't actually... Well, this did kick off the show, but Cena didn't kick off the show. And I feel like every single John Cena appearance in like recent months has kicked off the show. You could argue start strong, but I think ending strong's better. But did John Cena and Randy Orton end the show? We'll find out later on. Anyway, you know the score here. I mean, tag match. Solo Sikoa gets a wee bit dirty before the bell goes, doesn't he? Of course he does. Now this match just seems to go on and on and on and on. Then, I mean, towards the end of the match, yeah. Solo Sikoa goes for a Simone Spike. LA Knight counters it, BFT, 1, 2, 3. You could have stuck your mortgage on this, right? Then Fatu gets in the ring, bit of a brawl, but then out of nowhere, Buddy Drew McIntyre hits it with a Claymore, and then poses with the US Championship. This is so beneath Drew McIntyre, man. It's crazy. It is honestly, it's crazy. I just don't understand this. I just do not understand why Drew McIntyre is selling himself. Well, like, you look at Raw, all it takes on Raw, Logan Paul comes out, is like, I'll take you on, Jay, and that's it. And Drew McIntyre's got beef with Jay, so I just see how without #1 contender matches, right, and things like that, wrestling just falls apart. Like, the actual stories here are ridiculous. They're absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy there, fella. This is just... It just comes across as cheap, in my opinion. When you've got guys that are like just accepting mediocrity in the mid-table, when for world title matches, you don't even need to go through #1 contenders. You can just commit and call it the guy. It's crap. Absolute crap, folks, to say the least. Like, there is no two ways about it. Right, Jimmy Uso and R-Truth backstage. Jimmy's like, no yeet. And fucking... And then R-Truth was like, let's go Cena. Which I thought was... I thought it was a wee bit funny. I'll tell you, I'm walking across this roundabout here. There's not one car. I think there's one car coming now. Is that Big John? Hopefully it's Big Match. Yeah! And it's no Big Match John. It's somebody in a Vauxhall Astra. Anyway. Yeah, so they start this chant. I mean, I guess it was kind of funny. Drew McIntyre cuts a promo. He just basically bashes like the bloodline, bashes Damian Priest. Like, why is he even in the match? I beat Mania. And then LA Knight, yeah, he's a jobber. But he's like, you know what? That brick wall that hit them all the night is going to be the next United States champion, brother. Okay, Drew. Okay, I've heard of worse promos, son. Absolutely. Nick Aldis, Lena Vega, walk in to his office. There's a memorial service going on for Chelsea Green's US title reign. You know what? At least it's something. I'm not going to say this is great, but at least there's an actual, like, you know, a wee gimmick here, a wee storyline. Like, as much as we don't like, I mean, as much as Kylie Ray sucks, as much as Piper Niven sucks as well, right? At least this is half decent. Selena challenges Chelsea and Piper Niven to a tag team match, but she doesn't have a partner. Who's our non-existent friend going to be? Now, of course, we checked out our channel last night. I believe he uploaded a video about some SmackDown spoilers with Alexa Bliss. No, I didn't even read into that. I did the preview. I didn't even know about it, but maybe that's my bad. So we'll have to wait and see. Will it be Alexa Bliss? Yes, it was Alexa Bliss, but I think all that talk about her going in the Wyatt 6 is just garbage. But again, even with Alexa Bliss, has she got the Roman Reigns schedule? Coming back every 6 weeks for like a one-off match? What's actually happened to professional wrestling, folks, man? And I like Alexa Bliss. I think, you know, she is like one of the best women on the roster when she's there. But she's nowhere near good enough to have like this part-time schedule that it feels like she's been working ever since she came back at the Rumble. Anyway, Aleister Black cuts a promo backstage. I see death, truth, consequences. Miz got hit with the Black Death last week. Mellow, you're getting hit with it this week, big man. I just don't. Aleister Black, you know, he even turns around and says at the start of the promo, "This is the part where you expect me to speak in riddles, to pick up where I left off." Well, that part of me is left behind. And what does he do? He just goes and speaks in fucking riddles. He's like, see that whispers in the shadows? That's me. Despite what you want to do to me, that man's buried. It's like, you can't say you're not going to speak in riddles and proceed to speak in riddles. Like, there's no character change whatsoever. No, honestly, this is the same fucking guy. See the guy got released 4 years ago for WWE? This is the same guy. But people would lead you to believe, oh, Triple H is cooking. Oh, now we're cooking with gas. You know what I mean? The Triple H is, you know, oh, the gas is on. Gas Mark 5. Crap, honestly. But this sets up Carmelo Hayes versus Aleister Black later on the night. Yeah, do we overly care? Of course we don't, folks. We don't. Oh, my TikTok shop. Orders on the way. Magnetic nasal strips. I've always had problem with sinuses, folks. I'm hearing good reviews. I'm hearing good reviews. Slap that onto my nostrils and hopefully we'll be alright. Second match, Chelsea Green and Piper Niven take on Selena Vega and Alexa Bliss. Yeah. Before Alexa Bliss, when she's, you know, people are walking into her dressing room and the bras off and the ditties are almost in your face, but sadly we didn't get that this week. No, we did not. But you know what? Selena Vega, Bliss, two people that are decent, but I'm willing to bet decent money that, like, well, I know Selena Vega's like 37, isn't she? And Alexa Bliss must be getting on in age. It just shows you, like, a lot of these people didn't debut until like 10 years ago. Or not debut, but coming to like WWE. It just shows, I think wrestling's been so stagnant for so long, it's crazy. Like, I actually think it's insane. Like, see if you look over like a 10-year period, right, of wrestling, like, I mean, I know, for me, I mean, we could look back to like, what, the 1920s, but let's just go from like 1980, right? And you pick like any year, or even like 2005, and you go like 10 years forward or 10 years back. So if you actually look at how many people have been retained, like the retention record is actually insane about how many people like end up not getting released or just getting kept for simple reasons, or people that actually end up getting released and just getting brought back. It's like, if you look at WWE in 1995, right, then compare it to like 2005, the only guys that are still there from like 1995, right, are like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, and Undertaker. Now obviously there will be a few other people, but you look like Psycho Sid, Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, they're not there. Bret Hart, he's certainly not there. You know what I mean? It's like Jeff Jarrett, he's not there. Road Dogg, he's not there. Like, yeah, they're all doing other things in other companies, but I think that just proves it. It's like, you look in 2025, right, and then go back 10 years in the past, right? Now, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, The Usos, R-Truth, John Cena, Randy Orton. Now again, I've no real beef with John Cena or Randy Orton, right? For me, I think those two guys can stay as much as they want, brother. But you see my point, and I could go on and name, like, Natalya, like Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, they all debuted in 2015, right? That's 10 years ago. Just shows you, like, the more things change, the more they stay the same, and I don't really think they go any different. But Selena Vega and Bliss win after Bliss hits the Sister Abigail. 1, 2, 3. Rey Fenix then runs backstage in the Santos Escobar. I hate this, man. Los Garza then beat up Phoenix. The producers pull him off him. Who cares? Andrade then checks on Phoenix. Like seriously, what are we doing here? Why are these guys getting like free vignettes and free segments every week? For what, folks? Someone explain to me. Why are they getting it? The big man needs to know. Big Stevie Cool needs to know. There has to be a reason why I'm talking about these guys at 12 minutes to 7, right? 4 degrees, walking on a Saturday, and there's nobody else out here. Why? I need to know, because this is unacceptable. Charlotte Flair arrives to the arena. We then got a Cena Orton video package. Can't even remember the music they used, but I'm sure it was shit. Charlotte Flair came out. Your queen has arrived. WrestleMania. Oh, it's just Charlotte Flair comes out, right, and says that she's coming off the greatest women's match in WrestleMania history. It's just straight up fucking lies, man. No, the thing is, see if Io Sky, Rhea Ripley, and Bianca Belair come out and say that, I'd be like, yeah, you know what, it was pretty good. Yeah, but it's not my personal favourite, but if they want to run with it, fair enough. That Charlotte Flair Tiffany Stratton match was one of the worst women's matches you'll ever see. And then she's like, you know what, I enjoyed my WrestleMania. You fucking lost, you Botox face mongoloid. What is there to enjoy about losing? Imagine The Rock came out after Mania 17. I know I got screwed, folks. I know McMahon and Austin battered the fuck at me and left me bloody, but here, it's alright. I got my WrestleMania moment. Yeah, crap. Right, this segment just sums up how tragic wrestling is in 2025. She then throws her microphone down. She's like, oh, you're booing me, fuck you. Then Jade Cargill comes out. Wait, now where you go. Get to the back of the line. Nick Aldis comes out and says Charlotte's being unprofessional. I mean, I think she's just being a straight up fucking liar. Alexa Bliss then prevents Charlotte from entering the SUV. They want to have a talk. Yeah. Third match, Jade Cargill and Nia Jax, #1 contendership for the WWE Women's Championship. Nia Jax wins. Like, I know Naomi distracted Jade, but Tiffany against Nia Jax. Tiffany. I had all the food and catering, Tiffany. What is it, folks, in professional? Why is everything so stagnant? Why is everything so repetitive? Why is there no stories? Why is there not a creative fucking bone in that nose of Triple H's, man? Seriously, it's actually downright disgusting how bad professional wrestling is becoming. Well, has become, like, let's be honest, it's not becoming. But it's almost like there's just no way out of it. So Nia Jax wins. You looking forward to that? No. B-Fab and Michin came out. They're like, oh, Street Profits. Used to great at cutouts, go in that TLC. Then Street Profits go out to ringside, talk a load of shite. Fraium come out. And then this leads to a match between the four. Nick Aldis, whoa, gentlemen, I think we've got ourselves a wee bit of a problem here. You want a match, let's get a referee out here, let's do it. See, at this point, man, you're like, what the fuck? Honestly, man, I watched a few clips and a bit of the highlights, it's like, what am I doing here? The Street Profits versus Fraium. Aye, the same Fraium that drew 150k last week, despite breaking Pretty Deadly's nose, and there was like botches in it, which made it actually worthy of a click. Yeah, this match though just lasts far too long. Fraium actually pick up the victory, which I mean is, I don't know if it's ridiculous, but this Fraium team can't draw a dime, right? It's really that simple. Tiffany Stratton walks backstage looking for Naomi. These 3-hour Smackdowns are absolutely fucking torturous, by the way. She's like, I'll send Nia Jax back to the losers table, right next to Charlotte Flair. Tootles. Ugly plastic face. Tootles. Both of them. Honestly. What has Tiffany Stratton done to her face, folks? It is getting more round by the day. It's kind of fucking scary there. Gunther and Pat McAfee promo, who cares? Miz is mad about Carmelo Hayes. Like, oh, you were at position last week and he beat me. That's no good. It was then announced that Bianca Belair would be a special guest on Stephanie McMahon's What Your Story podcast. Is there anything worse? Is there actually anything worse than watching that? I mean, probably. There's probably worse. I mean, part of me would actually rather listen to Bianca Belair tell her story than Cody Rhodes. Because Cody Rhodes' story's been documented on TV. I mean, what's he going to talk to us about? What's Cody Rhodes going to talk to us about? Is he just going to sit there and talk to us about everything we already know? I mean, it'll be more about his daddy, because that's the only reason he's fucking anyone over. Because he's not over. He's only over because of his fat daddy. Like, who cares? Like, seriously? I mean, like, why would you... see Stephanie's places, man. It's just an absolute shite show. Like, why in the fuck am I supposed to care about her talking to people? Oh, Bianca Belair, that'd be good. Anyway, 5th match, we get Aleister Black versus Carmelo Hayes. Yeah, Aleister Black picks up the victory. Can't say I'm surprised here. Oh, Miz and Carmelo Hayes tripping over each other, yeah. So goes in for a temper tantrum in the backstage area, but it's like, see at this point when he actually like takes this, you know, temper tantrum, it was so fucking long ago. It's like, how are you still taking a temper tantrum? Just fucking crap, man. Honestly. Who knows? Fraium then walk into the Motor City Machine Guns backstage. And then Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano there, by the way. Tommaso Ciampa just turned 40. Like, what are these Diddy men doing on my fucking screen? Honestly. 6th match, Rey Fenix and Andrade versus Los Garza. I'm not even entertaining this match. Who won it? Rey Fenix and Andrade. So, out comes John Cena and Randy Orton. Well, Cena first. Some guy threw a beer bottle into the ring, and you know what? It's not exactly real heat, right? But at least it's a wee bit edgy. You know what I mean? Like, back in the day, I used to get this a lot. But again, this is Cena, Buries and Orton. I mean, it was a wee bit. You know, it was a wee bit dodgy. It's like, if you're a fan between the ages of 12 and 55, you probably had to choose between John Cena and Randy Orton. And it's like, is that no mental though? He's like, if you're between the ages of 12 and 55, and then you actually think of it, and it's like, holy fuck, these guys were actually wrestling that long ago. You if you watch like during the Ruthless Aggression era, right? The chances are you are like late 30s or into your 40s, but like, you know, if you watch just before that, you will be in your 50s. Like, that's like, that is, it just shows you how far long ago like wrestling was. Like, I'm talking about like if you were an adult during the Ruthless Aggression era, because I did grow up during the Ruthless Aggression era, but I'm 24, you know what I mean? Like, the Ruthless Aggression era ended in 2008. I was 8. You know what I mean? That just shows you how, like how tragically long ago like good wrestling was. You know what I mean? So for none of my adult life, wrestling's really been good. Well, definitely not really been good. I mean, fuck, I've only been an adult like, what, 6 years? So, but I mean, I thought there was decent stuff between Cena. He's like, you know what, we've chalked up so many appearances. He's like, your childhood dies. Don't worry. If you're a fan between the ages of 3 and 11, your childhood dies. Cena, he's like, Orton, yeah, he talks about being a 3rd generation star, but no one knows who Bob Orton Sr. is. He's a jobber. Bob Orton Jr., well, he's only known for knocking up Randy's mum and creating Randy Orton. And then Randy Orton himself, well, he's just a little bitch, isn't he? Pretty much what Cena says. He's like, he's a fucking jobber. All he did was ride my coattails, and he's just going to be like his 2006 drug test. A complete failure. And I was like, yes, John, this is actually a decent segments, man. He's like, I'm going to make history again. I am going to be the longest reigning, well, not the longest reigning, but he's like, I'm going to be the most champions ever. Retires with me. I'm the greatest. I'm the real champion. But then there was like a fake Randy Orton entered the ring. Cena hits him with an AA, and then Randy Orton slides in, hits him with an RKO as the show goes off the air. A decent ending, but let's be honest, man, look at the torture you had to go through to get to it. I'm not going to pretend it's the greatest ending of all time, but I do think there was some decent lines from Cena, and at least it just wasn't as predictable as Orton coming out in RKO. At least there was a wee bit of, oh, who's that guy kind of thing. Anyway, I've been talking about this SmackDown far too long. Leave your thoughts down below. Until next time, peace.